Towering giants that can shake the Earth, create entire islands, and even change our planet's climate. Volcanoes are some of the most powerful forces of nature. But did you know there are volcanoes under the sea, made entirely of ice, and even on other planets? Today, we're all about magma chambers, explosive facts, and secrets most people don't know about volcanoes. Let's get fired up. First, let's break it down. A volcano is essentially a rupture in the Earth's crust that allows molten rock, aka magma, gases, and ash to escape from deep below the surface. When it erupts, magma becomes lava. Simple, right? But not all volcanoes erupt the same way. Some explode violently, like Mount St. Helens in 1980. Others ooze lava more gently, like Hawaii's Mauna Loa. These differences come down to viscosity, gas pressure, and the composition of the magma. Thick, sticky magma traps gases and causes explosive eruptions. Runny magma lets gases escape slowly, like syrup sliding down a stack of pancakes, if the pancakes were thousands of meters tall and made of rock. Let's talk facts you probably haven't heard. 1. Volcanoes can create their own weather. During major eruptions, volcanoes shoot ash and gases so high into the sky that they form pyrocumulonimbus clouds, basically volcanic thunderstorms that can cause lightning strikes. 2. There are volcanoes under the ocean, and they're everywhere. In fact, about 75% of Earth's volcanic activity happens under the sea. The largest volcano on Earth is Tamu Massif, found beneath the Pacific Ocean. It's so massive, it was once mistaken for a plateau. 3. There are ice volcanoes. On Pluto and Saturn's moon Titan, scientists have discovered cryovolcanoes, volcanoes that erupt water, ammonia, or methane instead of lava. Imagine freezing cold geysers blasting ice 8 kilometers into space. 4. A volcanic eruption once caused a year without summer. In 1815, Mount Tambora in Indonesia erupted so violently it spewed ash and gas into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight worldwide. Crops failed. Snow fell in June in New England, and 1816 became known as the year without a summer. 5. Supervolcanoes exist, and one is right under the United States. Yellowstone National Park sits on top of a supervolcano. If it erupted, it wouldn't just affect Wyoming. It could cause a global catastrophe. But don't worry, it hasn't erupted in 640,000 years. Volcanoes are destructive, yes, but they're also creators. The Hawaiian Islands, built entirely by underwater volcanoes. Iceland, formed from lava flows between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates. Even the soil around volcanoes is incredibly fertile. Some of the richest farmland in the world is near active volcanoes, like the fields around Mount Vesuvius in Italy. And get this, volcanic eruptions helped form Earth's atmosphere. Early in our planet's history, volcanic gases like water vapor, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen built the air we breathe today. Now for some record breakers, we've got the tallest volcano, Ojos del Salado in the Andes, nearly 7,000 meters high, and it even has a crater lake near the top. Then we have our most active volcano, Kilauea in Hawaii, which erupted nearly continuously from 1983 to 2018. Our deadliest eruption. In 1815, Mount Tambora killed over 71,000 people. Next is the fastest lava flow. In 1977, Mount Nyiragongo in the Congo released lava that traveled over 60 kilometers per hour, fast enough to outrun cars stuck in traffic. And lastly, the volcano that caused mass panic. In 1902, Mount Pelée erupted and released a pyroclastic flow that killed nearly 30,000 people in minutes. Only 2 people survived, including a prisoner in a stone cell. But volcanoes aren't just an Earth thing. On Mars, there's Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the solar system, standing 22 kilometers tall. That's nearly 3 times the height of Mount Everest. On Io, a moon of Jupiter, there are constantly active lava lakes and eruptions that can shoot material hundreds of kilometers into space. In fact, Io is the most volcanically active body in the solar system. These alien volcanoes give us a glimpse into how planets evolve and whether life could exist in other corners of the galaxy. From fiery destruction to planetary creation, volcanoes are one of the most powerful and mysterious forces in the universe. Whether they're spewing lava in Hawaii, shaking the ground in Italy, or erupting methane on distant moons, volcanoes remind us that Earth and space is very much alive. So next time you see a quiet mountain on the horizon, remember, it might just be sleeping. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button. Subscribe for more surprising science, and let me know in the comments. Which volcano would you want to visit, if you dared?